Guess what? Tuesday again. It happens just like that. So, hey, everybody, happy December. Can you believe it? We are already in December. I can't believe it. I am so ready to be decorating. We had a great time doing our Thanksgiving tablescape kind of thing. So now we're in December. And hey, so hopefully everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. For those local to me, last night we had a little bit of surprise. We had some snow. So that was a delightful treat for December this early into the year to have some of that. It's already gone now, but it was pretty while it lasted. Hey, Caroline, good to see you. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. I've been running around as usual. I have my shirt on, got to change my background a little bit. So we are so ready. Thank you, Terry. This was from the Vinyl Hub in Huntsville. They have it on their site. I got this last year, but I think they still have it on there. One of my favorites. I love the message. I love the colors. I love everything about it. It's a little bit chilly. I probably should have thrown a jacket on, but I got the heat press on right now. So, hey, everybody, glad to see people popping in. And we're going to talk about Santa's belt buckle. I know, right? It doesn't sound that exciting, but it can be. So, I have 3 different projects that I have done with Santa's belt buckle, and Callie Pop is in the house. So, if you're needing any HTV, any of the things that we're talking about, this is a DTV, and we're going to talk about that at the end today. So welcome, and hi, Callie Pop. Glad to see you. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, a awesome Black Friday, a wonderful Small Business Saturday, and hopefully Cyber Monday. And today is Travel Tuesday. So Terry, if you're like me, I was looking at cruises this afternoon to see if there was any great deals out there. So let me turn, and I do have this file, and I will put it up on in the So Stephanie says crafty group under files so that you can have this. So the belt buckle, there's so many different things that we can do with Santa's belt buckle. So the first one was just a simple card. So you can see this is red cardstock. And if you hear me talking about the Juliet, one of the things that I love is that we have a scoring, and you could use your blade and do cutting to make it easier to fold that card. And then I have black cardstock, and then I have gold cardstock. So I know usually you're used to me using metal because I love metal. So I had to do something a little different. So on the inside, this is glitter HTV, and it's ho, ho, ho. What I like about this kind of project is you can mass produce them. So you can do a bunch of the cards, cut those, do a bunch of the belts and the belt buckle, do those, and then you could have a whole bunch of the ho, ho, ho's. So one file, cut multiples of them, and then sit there and put them together. If you've never used either double-sided tape or glue dots, some of my favorite things. I love double-sided tape, so it makes it really easy to put that together. And the dots on here look like I've added HTV, but I didn't. This was just the way it was purchased. And I got this cardstock at Joann's, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Joann's. So there you go. So we have cardstock, black cardstock, gold metal cardstock, and then that HTV. And what I love about that, it's just a little piece of scrap HTV. So you could do all different kinds of colors, whatever kind of works for your color scheme. You could also do half the card white, do the part of it in red. So you could kind of make your variation of it. But I do have the buckle and the belt that I will add to the files. So thank you, Liz, for loving my hair. And thank you, everybody that commented on last week's live about loving my haircut. It made me feel great because it was a little scary to do that, to cut all my hair off. And I think my hairdresser was more nervous than I was. So that shows you something to do with the belt buckle with cardstock. And so this one is an apron. So let's see here. And it says Santa's Helper. And again, I have the belt and the buckle. And this is black HTV. And then I just used glitter for the Santa and Helper. And that way you can do whatever you kind of want it to be. You can tell this one's a little bit big, but I'm going to put it on anyway. It needs to, I usually cut those and then I can tie them because they never seem to fit that well. So this is a way that you could do and think of having, family members over, great time to make aprons, and then you can all work on cookies together. For me, my dad's mom, my grandma, she was the baker and she loved cookies. So I was fortunate. I inherited her cookie cutters, and they don't make them like they used to. So I love getting to decorate cookies and just plain old sugar cookies and some good old icing. I'm not great at icing, but I have fun. And Amanda, if she happens to watch, she is a brilliant cookie maker. And if you're local to Murfreesboro, she has a cookie business. I'll be glad to throw her info in there. So she makes it look so easy. Me, not so much. I just enjoy making the cookies. And of course, I love making the apron. I love that aprons, you can get them in so many sizes. All of our local craft stores have them in adult and children's, and they usually have them in white, red, and black. Sometimes green is another color, and it's more of a forest green than a bright green. So you can pick those up and have them on hand just to decorate. Another cute thing is doing the handprints on the apron, so that way you'll have them as a keepsake for later. So we can see we have our belt buckle and we have our Santa's Helper. So I've showed you cardstock. Now I'm going to go back and we're going to talk about that again. So hello to Ashley. I hope that you are kind of getting to chill for a few minutes. And Marianne, it's always good to see you on here. So my next one, some of you know that I love framing and doing stuff. So this is just one of those, can't think of the word right now. I just went blank. What kind of frame this is, to where it's thick. And I have cardstock in the back. I have paper for the belt. And then I have HTV glitter for the buckle. And then I have just a bunch of bells in there. And you could get, buy different colors, do different ones. And what I love, I have tons of different sceneries. And so I take them out and then I put a new one in. So some of you remember that I have done it with like Halloween, and I put candy corn in it. I have another one of these that I have done and I put peppermints in it. So lots of different things. You tell me, Shadowbox, thank you so much. I could not come up with that word. So tell me, what would you put down here? So if you were making it, what would you put in your shadow box? So you let me know. And hey, Reen, it's good to see you. And, I'm just glad that we're here and we're celebrating, and it's December. I love family crafts. I love things that you can do together. I love things that are quick. I love things that are quick. So I can't wait to see what y'all tell me. If you're watching this on replay, let me know, what would you put in your shadow box? I'm waiting. So we have seashells. Whew, I think I really need coffee tonight. Can't talk. I'm stuttering. Ron was on the phone earlier. He was about late with coffee. That's what I'm going to blame it on. I'm going to say my coffee was late because he was tied up. Wine corks. I do have a wine cork one, and I love it. And some of these shadow boxes have things in the top where you can slide down. Some you have to open. But I also love, and this one's blank right now. It won't be for long. That's another, that'll be another live. Maybe it's next week's. You'll see. But I like having the small versions also. Michael's has these a lot of times in a 3-pack, and they'll have white ones and black ones. And when they have them on sale, I tend to try to get those and use them for retreats because I really, really do like using shadow boxes. Candy canes. Yes, I would definitely put candy canes. And I love because candy canes now come in so many spirals and stripes and colors. So you could, if you like matching stuff, this year, one of my Christmas trees is kind of a Grinch green and red. And the ornaments are all types of Santa faces or nutcrackers. So that's one tree. And then the other tree, you know what it is. It's not finished yet, but I'll take a picture soon. It's flamingos. So I have one tree that has pink flamingos and some pink little ornaments that I've picked up all year. And I got the cutest pink nutcracker. And I am so loving all the pink decorations for Christmas. So earlier I was talking about my grandmother loving to bake, but she loved pink more than she loved anything. So I love seeing all the pink. She was the first person that I ever knew that had a pink Christmas tree. So kisses for Valentine's Day. Love that. Small round ornaments. I like that idea, Rain. I like that idea. So we'll see what I'm going to do with this one. So now you can let me know even what you're going to do with your belt or belt file. Goodness today. So you can see behind me that I have, this is just my inkjet printer. And we're going to talk about next week's project because I want you to see kind of the behind the scenes while I'm doing it. And then I'm going to make something out of it. So beside me right here, I have, oops, I about dropped. I have a Monopoly game. So how many of you love playing board games and you kind of like playing them more at Christmas than any other time of the year? I love board games. Love, love, love. So here you can see, you'll all kind of recognize Monopoly money, right? So I'm just going to take the Monopoly money and I'm just laying some down very random. So I've got 5 and 10. Got to save some room. Here's some 20s. And then we've got 50s. And 100s. So this again is my inkjet printer. And I'm just putting this in. And then I have the 500. So let's put some 500s on here. And I'm just filling up my copier and moving some stuff just to get it. So that way, all I have is money. And I'm going to close that carefully. Back here in my printer, I have that Easy Color DTV. So obviously this is a rear feed. So I have the white facing me and the other color is kind of a grayish white that's back. So you'll need to know how yours works. So then I'm just going to say, okay, and that I want to do a color copy. And of course, it's not going to feed right this moment. Let me move it around. I just got this pack. I should have put something on top of it because I left it curled. So let's say okay, and let's try again. It's not feeding. I feel like it's curling at the bottom and not wanting to grab. But have no fear, you know I have a backup plan. And it's printing. And yes, coffee beans would be a great one, Jill. You know we all love coffee, and you know I love my coffee beans. It turned out. So along with that, Monopoly, remember they have the cutest little, you've got your community chess, and you've got your chance cards, and then you have your Waterworks cards. So look, what do you think I'm going to do with it? You're going to have to wait until next Tuesday, because I will let you see then what I make with it. But just think of, between now and next Tuesday, what things could you use to create with your DTV? Could, you know, I've given you the idea of this. You could also take those cards, put them on there, and create something like that. So I can't wait to see what I come up with between now and next Tuesday with this project. So I hope that, I told you tonight, this has been so quick. Things, you know, in my mind, it shouldn't have gone that fast, but it really did. We can hang out, we can chat, y'all can tell me. And passing that love on to our grandkids. I know I love cards. So my girlfriends typically come over on Thursday nights. We have dinner together and we play dominoes. So I'm going to have to make something domino themed, just because I do love that. And if you've not seen, some of you know that I have a love for the new Monopoly. Look at the little piece. It's a little rubber duck. So they have some cute new pieces in the newest version. Of course, they have the thimble. They now have a cat. I don't remember the cat. I always remember the Scottish dog. They have the car. So several new pieces that are there. And our Walmart had these on sale for before Black Friday. I bought this whole game because I wanted the pieces for a project. But I'm using it. It's not going to go to waste or anything. We know I would never let something go to waste. So I will see y'all next Tuesday, and I will be part live, part recorded more than likely, because I'll be traveling, and next week I will do a live sometime in the daytime because I'll be at Caesar next week. So you'll get to come join me and see what it's like at the Caesar office. So everybody have a great week. If you're watching on replay, don't forget to let me know what would you put in the shadow box, and let me know what you would do, what game you might use, or do something with the DTV. And I love my EcoTank. Love, love, love it. I have both, Terry. I have an EcoTank and I have a cartridge because I travel with my printer to events, and you can't travel with an EcoTank because of the ink sloshing. But I do love how convenient it is to fill up the inks. So everybody have a great, great night, and I will see you all next week. See ya.